Historic Harding Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay. Thursday night, we've got a good one in and the Green Bay Packers. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out. Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
And the question swirled around Green Bay all offseason in free agency. There are enough pieces to help their all-star quarterback Aaron Rodgers. Just think about the last 2 years for him. 51 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions, and rallied the Packers to 13 regular season wins last year and a trip to the NFC Championship game. He's still one of the top quarterbacks in the league, and the Packers are hoping to take the next step.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
I think that call was made.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 17 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. That is caught at the 7. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
10 yards to go.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Throwing is Hurts. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Here's Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Eagles.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
7. Packers 6.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Catch made by Fulgham. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 20-yard line.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
The ball carrier.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. That time a 9-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
For Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
He's got to hook up to Lazard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Packer. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
57, Mike, 57. I got him. Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interception. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Derek Barnett, his 2nd sack of the night.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game. But do you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
2nd and 4.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Packers take take over 1st and 10.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The end result, 21 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Rodgers sacked.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
They'll take over.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Flushed out right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Dean Lowry, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Oh, they'll run the option right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he pushed it right. It's no good.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So we are at halftime here. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Eagles 27, Packers 6. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hurts fumbles it.
And the Packers pick it up. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line.
They'll try again with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Automatic first down.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Push him back. Push him back. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got room. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Complete to Dallas Goedert. 1st and
just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush. A lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They'll run with Sanders, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Eagles add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
makes the score.
5 plays there on that drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
At the 17-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Sanders toss left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 17 yards out. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On the keeper. A fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed. That time wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers able to find Lazard. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Again.
First on a gain of 15.
Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
He's going to keep it again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that a team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
41. Packers 12.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Lazard. And he goes down, but not before getting his inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zadarius Smith. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dean Lowry bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Eagles on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and a mile. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And out. Fourth down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers ready to take over offensively. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. So good field position for the Packers as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Hurts. Able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Dean Lowry make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Hurts, he's going to keep this on the option. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
7-yard line.
That's complete to Lazard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. And again, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Brings up third and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Rodgers again now. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay.
Rodgers' pass intercepted by the Eagles.
The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Hurts going to keep this himself.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Hurts going to keep it again.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Eagles 41.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.